season's beatings, and we welcome you into Davis Arena for the December edition of the Saturday Night Special. Tonight, wrestling's rock star has one holiday wish: to win the OVW Heavyweight Championship. It's How Silvio 2 in your main event.
Our opening matchup is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Jersey Shore, the golden ticket holder, the show stealer, Rocco Bellagio.
How fitting that the night begin with Silvio's hired hitman, Rocco Bellagio, the man who, as Ron had aptly said, calling himself now the show stealer.
And his opponent, the chosen one, Mitch Huff.
Well, Rocco slammed that clipboard contract right into Mitch Huff's throat 2 weeks ago here on OVW television, and again last week when the chosen one appeared to have Silvio beat in a non-title contest, Ron.
Stealing another victory, stealing the show. If Rocco Bellagio wants to be called the show stealer, who are we to not call him that, Gilbert?
Well, if you don't do what Rocco Bellagio says, he'll probably use a clipboard to change your mind.
And you don't want to turn your back to the show stealer as they're starting out. Fisticuffs, fist and fire.
Plain and simple, these guys do not like each other. The chosen one and the leg breaker, the show stealer, the hired hitman, whatever you want to call Rocco Bellagio, and Huff put the big man on his heels in the opening goings of this matchup.
And not wasting any time, the chosen one with the nice looking slide kick. And trying to settle a lot of bad blood. That golden ticket ladder match with a plancha.
Slingshot style, up, out, and over. And Huff is really taking it to Bellagio here.
Good God almighty, Gilbert Corsi.
Again, at the last edition of OVW television, it was Mitch Huff versus the psychedelic superstar Chris Silvio. And if Huff won, he would then be the #1 contender with the ability to face whoever won between Howe and Silvio earlier or later tonight.
And
The chosen one looked like he had Silvio beat, had it not been for the outside interference of Rocco Bellagio.
And Mitch Huff looking like he's trying to avenge himself with that savage
Huff trying to
axe
even the
handle.
odds now. Into the cover, no hook of the leg, and Bellagio's out in two. And had Huff just hooked the leg here, not let his emotions get the best of him, he might have had a 3 count here.
And that's probably his biggest problem, his biggest fallback lately. He's letting his emotions get a hold of him there, as he had a title shot, and now he's already predisposed with the show stealer. And Rocco trying to drop him snake eyes. And you got to think, is it Chris Silvio, is it Josh Ashcraft that sent out the show stealer to probably take out?
Hold on. Looks like Huff may have twisted his knee. He came down almost leapfrog style off that top rope, and he may have blown out his knee just that quickly, Ronhead.
And referee AJ Lucio is trying to keep the show stealer back. Mitch Huff.
Huff clutching that left leg, could be an ACL, MCL, PCL, could be a quad tear.
Well, it was just a matter of time.
I'm not quite sure. I'm not a doctor, but it appears that Huff's in some serious pain here.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it's just a matter of time. I mean, Mitch Huff just throwing himself over the top rope, haphazardly onto the floor, off the top.
I mean, he's trying to bring innovative offense. I mean, I would say the chosen one is showing why he's gotten that name, bringing everything, including the kitchen sink, to Rocco Bellagio.
Hey, I love to see a tope con hilo just like the next guy, but you got to pick your time. And Rocco.
As referee AJ Lucio was checking on Huff, seeing if he wanted to continue in this match. Huff can barely even stand, and Rocco goes right for the weakened knee.
Going for the knee and getting into the mind as well, making a mockery out of with this apparent injury there. And the man with the crazy eyes. Look at him, just mocking what could be a serious injury.
Well, apparently Huff said that he wanted to continue in this contest here, and Bellagio now, he's only got 5 seconds to break that.
And Rocco looks like he's trying to play mind games on top of trying to capitalize on a potential injury.
This is the last Saturday Night Special of 2015, and every superstar has one thing in mind going into a new year as a winner.
Everyone in OVW wants to be a winner. A bullseye right on that knee, right on that leg.
And if Huff writhing in pain here on the mat, and the referee's right in there saying, is this it? We can ring the bell.
And he might just want to ring the bell.
Huff trying to create some distance here.
But he might just have more guts than brains at this point, Gilbert. Might be wise to put a stop to this.
Spine buster, planted, middle of the ring. Rocco's on top, and Huff's out in two.
Rocco looks like he might be getting frustrated there, but still, the carnivore just going right at it.
Certainly. Rocco Bellagio smells blood, both literally and figuratively.
When you see Rocco Bellagio's crazy eyes, I mean, I get chill bumps up and down my spine.
Bellagio, part of a very well-connected family on the East Coast out of the Jersey Shore, who, well, you know, is known to be hired to fix things.
Hired to fix things, yeah. Hired hitman. And let's get a little retro here. Leg breaker. Does that ring a bell? One ringy dingy.
If you know me, if you don't know what we're talking about, just send a message to majority owner Dean Hill.
Well, it looks like Rocco Bellagio might just be saying what's old is new again.
Hey, both of these guys are coming off huge wins after bruises and bruises. Of course, Rocco won that golden ticket ladder match, but Huff was parting the winning tag team with Against the Grain, along with the Iron Man Rob Conway, Jerry Nagy, in that $1 million beer brawl match.
And Rocco Bellagio winning that golden ticket in that incredible ladder match, who just mocks Mitch Huff after he applied what's known as, yes, a leg breaker.
The question for Rocco Bellagio has been, with you're holding that golden ticket, when are you going to cash it in? Will Rocco cash it in as long as Silvio's the champion?
Well, in the meantime, Rocco Bellagio's been getting a lot of frequent flyer out of the clipboard, out of the sharp section of it, and look at this. Give it to Mitch Huff. He's still fighting his way out with one leg just hanging precariously. He's kicking away with the other leg.
I tell you what, the chosen one, Mitch Huff, may be one of the most tenacious superstars on the OVW roster. And Rocco is tottering down to one knee, and finally the big man's off his feet. Mitch Huff has only got one wheel, and he's still going at 100%.
You got to wonder if Mitch Huff only has one leg at full capacity. Exactly, like right there. How can he nail his finisher?
Huff went for that flying clothesline.
The plunge. No, see, right there, that's what I'm talking about. Went for his athlete's foot.
That super kick collapsed. Huff just collapsed under his own body weight when he had to support himself on his bum leg.
Exactly, and maybe if he doesn't have a plan B, he better look to plan his way out of here as Rocco.
And wait a minute, small package, roll up.
Try to sneak one past him, and that just serves to anger the leg breaker. Serves to anger the show stealer. And you wouldn't like him when he's angry. You don't like him anyway. It's getting a little more precarious right here as Rocco is just attacking, but no water in the pool.
Roll up, two in this. Huff just a half a second away from victory.
And every time that Mitch Huff almost scores a pinfall, Rocco Bellagio just looks a little more angry and his eyes just get a little more crazy.
Rocco cuts him off at the pass every time that Huff's able to mount just a little bit of offense, but I gotta wonder here, Ron Head. Well, before I even got the thought out, I was wondering why Rocco wasn't going after that leg. Sunset flip over the top, and
no!
Huff almost had him again.
And Rocco's eyes just popping out of the sockets that time. With a boot right in the sternum, and Mitch Huff is just barely moving. And referee AJ Lucio may want to look into stopping this match.
Indeed, I said that several minutes ago. If Huff cannot defend himself, then it is the referee's job to ring the bell. And wait a minute, Rocco has gotten that clipboard, the golden ticket contract that he won at Brews and Bruises, now the so-called show stealer's favorite weapon.
He's loading up that clipboard. Oh!
Backfired!
Super kicking that golden ticket It went right into the audience here. And Rocco now, the plunge, the plunge. Mitch Huff takes the plunge. And that's it. Your winner, the show stealer, Rocco Bellagio. That golden ticket got some frequent flyer air miles that time.
Rocco Bellagio starting the Saturday night special with a win. Is it a forecast for what's to come later when his boss is in a big-time main event? It's Silvio How To.